President Joe Biden just said more is on the way. Now, I have got a ton of stuff to get you caught up on with stimulus. In this video, we're going to be covering stimulus checks going out right now, Social Security benefits for SSI, SSDI, also how much the increase is going to be, how you can find out how much yours is going to be, and take a look at this. The White House deletes misleading tweets about Social Security, and in addition to that, student loan debt forgiveness. I'm going to be covering all the latest stimulus topics for you so you can know what's going on. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, hit the like button for me, and let's take a look at some of these articles. Now, first off, you guys, don't worry if you didn't get your student loan debt forgiveness approval yet. More are coming, Education Secretary says. That is right. Now, take a look at this article with me very quickly. Just came out 2 days ago. Student loan forgiveness approvals. More emails coming even as the legal battle continues. Now, the Education Department is sending out notices to millions of borrowers that they have been approved for student loan forgiveness under President Biden's one-time cancellation initiative. But no one is receiving any loan forgiveness for now while the court orders are blocking the program, and that remains in place. And as you guys know, I've let you know here on the channel, President Biden had promised this for several years now. Finally, it came to fruition. He passed an executive action to get this through. Then it got blocked by the courts, and he said just keep applying. It went ahead, it prevailed, went through. Then it got blocked again after the midterms, and then he said everybody pause, and they're not accepting applications. But now they're coming out and saying, you've been approved. Emails rolling out letting people know they're going to be getting the money. Now, here's what borrowers should know. Biden's one-time student loan forgiveness continues to be blocked by the courts. So at this time, it is still blocked, but they're saying you've been approved for this money, this stimulus money from this executive action. Biden's one-time student loan cancellation initiative would have provided up to $20,000 in a one-time forgiveness for millions of borrowers. And just to clarify, this is essentially a stimulus check because they're sending the money out to the lenders to wipe out $20,000. So instead of sending it directly to the people, it's just going to be going to the lenders. But they're also saying the legal issue with this is that it's almost like the president is issuing new funds. They're saying this is going to cost the United States about $300 billion. And just to clarify, that is the same amount of the first $1,200 stimulus check that went out to everybody in the nation. And a lot of people are arguing, why not send out stimulus checks to everybody of $1,200 instead of doing the student loan debt forgiveness? Let me know your thoughts. Now, take a look at this. 26 million borrowers applied for one-time student loan forgiveness programs before the two federal courts blocked the initiative. A federal court in Texas struck down the program as an unconstitutional overreach, and then the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals granted a preliminary injunction blocking implementation of the program in response to a lawsuit by a coalition of Republican-led states, which argued that the program would deprive states of revenue. Now, in addition to that, I've heard a lot of people make this argument, we've heard it before, that the president does not have the power of the purse. He does not hold the legal authority to send out new funds, and that is 100% true. However, he does have the legal authority to reissue and reallocate existing funds, and I've let you know in previous videos that there still remains over $500 billion of excess funds. So if they were to tap into that for a stimulus provision to send out money to people, maybe student loan debt forgiveness, child tax credits, a fourth $2,000 stimulus check, they could 100% do that through reallocation. But issuing new funds, the president is not supposed to be able to do that. So we will see. But you guys, right now, you can see here, emails are going out. Let me know in the comments down below if you received any saying people have been approved for student loan debt forgiveness stimulus checks. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. More than 68,000 low-income New Jersey families, they're going to be getting $500 this month as a part of stimulus aid. And that is right. I'm keeping you guys up on state stimulus checks that are still happening around the nation right now as well. This is linked in the description below. I shared this with you in a previous video, but this is going to be going out. More than 68,000 New Jersey low-income families will receive a $500 check in the mail this month if they were not eligible for a federal stimulus help and if they file their taxes with an individual taxpayer identification number or an ITIN, the New Jersey Department of Treasury announced on Friday. So this is going out in New Jersey as well for those that are low-income individuals that have an ITIN. And also, Social Security. Take a look at this. Now, this is very interesting because President Biden has been promising for several years as well increases for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, those on fixed incomes. And right now we're hearing the COLA increase is going to be the highest that we've had in almost 40 years due to the inflation record high as well. Take a look where to see your Social Security COLA increase amount for 2023. So if you've been wondering how much the amount is going to be of your increase, if you made an account before the deadline, you'll be able to see what your cost of living adjustment is for next year. This has already taken place if you have an account. So if you're ready to know what your Social Security cost of living adjustment or COLA will be starting in January of 2023, you will soon find out. However, how you find out depends on if you created an online My Social Security account by November 15th, the deadline. If you did, you'll be able to see how much your increase is much sooner. If not, you can still sign up to access other benefit information as well. Now, I'm going to have this linked in the description below for you so you can access this article. All these articles are linked down below so you can read them for yourself, and you can go ahead and check your account or set up an account. They've got step-by-step instructions for you right here for anybody that's collecting those Social Security benefits. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. President Joe Biden fact-checked White House deletes misleading tweets about Social Security. As you guys know, I report to you the latest updates on Social Security, what's going to be happening. We've had requests for $1,400 Social Security stimulus checks. Also, $200 per month bump ups and increases have been proposed in Congress. We've actually had three pieces of legislation that have been proposed to increase the Social Security benefits. But we're hearing that some information has gone out from the White House that they actually deleted because it was fact-checked by Twitter and was found to be misleading. Now, take a look at this article very quickly. President Joe Biden keeps touting the size of next year's increase in Social Security payments, but his boasts leave out critical context. Biden doesn't explain that the reason the 2023 increase will be unusually large is that the inflation rate has been unusually large, nor was the context included in the misleading post from the White House's Twitter account on Tuesday, a post that the White House deleted on Wednesday after it was widely criticized and Twitter affixed a fact check to it. Now, in addition, during a speech in Florida on Tuesday, Biden falsely claimed that the 2023 increase in Social Security payments will be the first increase in 10 years. In fact, there was an increase in every year of Trump's administration and the first 2 years of the Biden administration as well. So they're saying this is a spin of the facts. And one of the fact of the matters is that it is increasing this high. As you can see, it's true that the 2023 increase 8.7% is the biggest in years. Actually, it's the biggest since 1981, but that's not because of any positive Biden achievement. That is because inflation is the highest that it has been in quite some time. The increase is known as the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. Why will there be an 8.7% increase in the cost of living adjustment in 2023? Because the average prices in the third quarter of 2022, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, or the CPI, for urban wage earners and critical workers, or CPIW, were up 8.7% from average prices in the third quarter in 2021. And so they're saying this is not a massive achievement by the White House, and they're saying that they were trying to make it seem like that, spin it like that. This is them just trying to keep up with the increased inflation that has not been this bad in 40 years. And I will keep you up to date on that as well. Now, also, like I had mentioned to you, there is a ton of leftover money, but not just for the federal government, but also states. And I cover all of them. Excess funds, surplus for states. I cover California, Texas, Florida, an assortment of different states, and also the $500 billion of leftover funds and how much specifically stimulus checks would be. And also, what if they sent it out for stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security benefits, student loan debt forgiveness. I cover all the details right here. Be sure to check it out right after this one, and I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget, smash the like button and subscribe to see more. God bless. This is Steve.